Well, two of the 59 white South Africans who recently came to the U.S. under refugee status will be resettling right here in Des Moines. President Trump said the group got refugee status after they experienced discrimination and racial violence in their country. Local 5's Alex Fulton talked with one official with Lutheran Services in Iowa, an agency assisting one of the families. Alex, what did he tell you about the agency's role in resettlement?
Well, Stephanie, Nick Wirtz with Lutheran Services in Iowa said this wasn't the typical resettlement process. Normally, representatives from Lutheran Services in Iowa would work with families for about 6 months before they come to the U.S. In this case, they were referred to the agency by the U.S. government and didn't learn they were arriving until last week.
Welcome. Welcome to the United States of America.
Dozens of white South African refugees landed in the U.S. on Monday, and 2 will be calling Des Moines home. In a statement to Local 5, Nick Wirtz with Lutheran Services in Iowa said, quote, his and other agencies received a referral from the U.S. government. We're going to meet with one family and find out their needs, end quote. In January, an executive order halted all refugee arrivals into the U.S. That's exactly why some people, including West Des Moines pastor Reverend Milton Cole, are frustrated.
Why these people all of a sudden have a priority over other people. It's very confusing. But much of this administration, much about these times are confusing.
In Washington, D.C. in the 90s, Cole protested apartheid, a period of segregation in South Africa enforced by the white minority government.
Apartheid is a terrible situation in South Africa that was imposed on them when the Dutch came and then English came.
In particular, Cole questioned why Afghan refugees, a historically close U.S. ally, aren't getting the same treatment as South Africans.
Today I hear that Afghanis that were friendly with us, supportive of us in that long war there, they're all being shipped back to Afghanistan.
Wirtz said this particular group of South African refugees were chartered into the U.S. Future families expected to arrive in the coming months will be responsible for their own flights. Now, Wirtz added that he's concerned for the refugee families who had flights suddenly canceled under Trump's previous executive order. One family got here last fall, and their son was supposed to arrive in Des Moines in February. Wirtz is still waiting to hear back from the federal government on what will happen with that case. Stephanie.